This ad is supposed to remind you of hackers and shows about hackers. Listen to Left-Handed Radio.
We're here in Sunshine Laundromat in Greenpoint. This is a beautiful laundromat, one of the most special ones. It's got pinball here. It's got a bar in the back. And I've got two fantastic guests here. And I'm going to give you a proper host's intro. One is a professional multi-hyphenate. What she's known best for, it depends on what kind of person you are. Maybe you know her as a writer in various blogs and publications. Maybe you know her from her label and publishing company, Honor Press. Maybe you know her as a correspondent for MTV News, just like Sway. Or maybe you know her as the lead singer of Perfect Pussy. We've got Meredith Graves.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hello. I'm great.
Well, thanks for coming here to Sunshine.
Thanks for having me at your laundromat.
It's not my laundromat. It's my laundry podcast.
It's the People's Podcast and the People's Laundromat.
Sure. Hopefully. I do want to be populist with this. And up to this point, rocky road. We've also got a host of a podcast, also on MTV, called Videohead.
That's a now defunct podcast.
Now defunct?
Yeah, they don't want to make it anymore.
Okay, we'll hold for edit.
Why would you hold for edit? That's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm actually about to start doing it for Uprocks.
Okay.
So I will have a podcast
Is it
again
still
soon.
called Videohead?
I think so.
Okay, so it's on Uprocks. Just say that. Make me feel bad. Also, was the host of the critically acclaimed Low Times podcast. I don't know. Was it critically acclaimed?
Yeah, I think so. People liked it.
Podmas and
Yeah,
stuff, yeah.
yeah,
Director of videos for Amy Mann, So Glows, Pizza Pals with Colin Atrophy Hagendorf, which you were also a guest on.
The one.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Daniel Ralston.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I stumbled on your name.
It's okay. Sometimes people mispronounce the first syllable of my last name.
What did they say?
Ralston.
Ralston.
It's Ralston.
But what if they're Texan?
Then I'll just go with those good Texas vibes and just
Got Daniel
roll.
Ralston here.
Yeah.
So both of you are hosts. Daniel, you've hosted now 2 podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Meredith, you are an on-air host. Also, I believe that you come from a family of hosts, if I know your biography correctly.
Mm-hmm. My father was a broadcast journalist.
So I would love, this is a work in progress, if you could give me professional hosting advice. We had Tom Sharpling on, and I would say he was probably going through some personal problems at the time, was way too hard, so you two seem clear of mind. So, be honest. I think Tom was a little too harsh, but if I deserve to be harsh, then if I deserve harsh criticism, then so be it.
Look, Meredith is in the A chair right now. I'm here just as her consigliere, so I'm going to let her decide how we're going to handle this. I have my own opinions.
Okay. Is
What?
that how you say that word?
Mm-hmm.
Meredith?
Yeah. That's how you say it. That's how I've always pronounced it anyway.
I believe you.
Like Meredith. Just like that.
Did I say your name wrong? Mer.
Hosting advice.
Yes. Already?
I could think for a minute longer.
Well, in the meantime, we do this with every guest. What you see on this table in front of you is a bottle of Tide detergent. And what I'm going to offer both of you...
Can I stop you for 1 second? Meredith, just before you do weigh in, do you think it's a little weird that he just introduced us and then asked for the opinion right away about his hosting abilities?
Well,
I'm just going to say that's my only take so far. Okay?
he did say it was okay to criticize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd love to be part of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What you see before you is a bottle of Tide. Both of you are going to get one opportunity, and I must stress, because sometimes I forget to say it, that you get one opportunity throughout the show the label right now is facing both of you. If you turn the bottle to face me, it means that you can literally turn the tide of the conversation. So if you don't like the route we're going down, then just spin this bottle around and turn the tide. Okay. Just so you know, this is the podcast for laundry. It is meant to be listened to while you're doing laundry. Right now, people are, at this point, probably have just put the clothes in, and now they're leaning, sitting, laying down, depending on what their situation is. And now they're just getting relaxed, waiting for that buzzer to go off. What do you two do individually or as friends, if laundry is a social activity, while laundry is
Did I
happening?
ever do laundry at your apartment?
Probably.
I think I did, because you had laundry in your building.
It's true.
Daniel had the most beautiful apartment that I had ever seen. His was the first apartment after I moved to New York that really made me go, like, wow, this is New York City. Like, people live here. It was, like, very interestingly decorated. He had lived there for a really long time. And it was this cool old building. It was kind of laid out very long, like an elementary school. And if you turned the wrong way going to the elevator, there was this big room of washers and dryers. And I feel like I brought my laundry to your house at least once. Or the band kept all of our merchandise in his apartment for entirely too long.
Okay.
So there may have been some like washing of gross tour shirts.
I know at one point I washed shirts for you guys because my cat slept on top of them. I was like, oh yeah, that black cat hair is probably not going to be very popular at the merch table.
Oh, God.
I was fortunate enough to have that laundry in my building, but when I go to the laundromat, I'm straight podcast all the way, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I read books.
You read books.
Yeah, but I read books all the time anyway.
Okay, so no audio at all.
I would probably listen to music.
Pod-
Maybe. I don't know. I actually like...
What about podcasts?
What about this podcast?
No, probably not. No.
There's
a lot of records that I have to spend a lot of time with.
I keep telling her bringing the record player to the laundromat is a waste of time, but she brings her records with her to the laundromat.
And then I get one of the wheelie carts that has the bar over it so I can hang my dresses to dry. And then I put my Crosley portable record player in the basket underneath where you'd usually put your socks. And I have these huge headphones. I've only been thrown out of like 4 or 5 laundromats.
Mayor, I've got to say that's the most Brooklyn thing I've ever heard anyone ever.
Oh, not just
describe.
Brooklyn. I've been thrown out of laundromats from coast to
I
coast.
know you have, and they're like, she's from Brooklyn.
If only. Do I seem like a native Brooklynite?
No, I'm just saying that
so.
that specific description to actually have a record player underneath a rack of dresses in a public place really does fit the tone. Is that what would you spin?
You do a lot of free jazz because you know everybody else loves it so much.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Ornette Coleman.
20-minute long Ornette Coleman
Okay,
jams.
so
Late Ornette Coleman.
you roll into the laundromat, take a cart, and then it's just
Something like
for
that.
everybody, yeah. And then you read a book, like you're not even invested.
Oh, but out loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like it's sort of like a spoken word on top of it.
Yeah, I'm just really like always very interested in communing with my surroundings.
Yeah.
She always calls everybody else cats because she's listening to jazz and doing like a
Oh yeah.
beat
Like,
poetry.
Well, if you're doing something like washing cat hair off a tote bag full of band shirts,
It's true.
there are cats.
yeah.
Metaphorical, literal cats. I mean, with the length of time it's been on Broadway, it has to go off Broadway at some point. Where else?
I bet those costumes are tough to launder. The cats' costumes.
Yeah.
Oh, I should get the cats on, or Andrew. Just see what that process is like.
Yeah. Call him up. Andy.
Yeah.
He tells me to call him Drew.
Drew?
Surprised you said Andrew.
I don't know him
Yeah.
personally, but if you can definitely set up, well, you could just pass along the contact if you're comfortable with that. I don't want to pressure you into it.
Sure. Meredith, as a former seamstress, etc., do you think the cats' costumes are difficult to launder?
Difficult. Yeah, yes and no. Like, difficult to us, yes, but there are so many people in the world whose job it is to just take care of immaculate, antique, and like incredibly high-end stuff. And doing that stuff is an art and a science.
So they're not throwing it into the tumble dryer over there.
I
right?
don't think so, no.
Okay.
The people who take care of that stuff are absolutely brilliant. That stuff holds up. If you've ever been to like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, when you walk through and you see everyone's outfits all preserved, like they've been donated. The
I've
people
been to
who do
Hard Rock
restoration. You've played there, right?
I've never played there.
No?
I just hang out there. Good bathroom. If you're strolling through Times Square, you want a good public bathroom, recommend the Hard Rock Cafe. Also, three doors down have their T-shirts there.
Like all of them?
Stage-worn T-shirts. 2 of them.
Oh.
Daniel, what's your laundry routine like?
Marin. Just put on an episode of Marin. Chill out.
WTF or the IFC show?
Sorry. His podcast. I'm 400 hours deep into Mark Maron. I feel like I know him.
Yeah.
And he's my guy, man. That's just my dude.
So you don't wait for the guests you like, you just...
No, I only listen to the intros, and then I listen to him play blues guitar at the end. I cut out I make my own. I cut out the interviews. I listen to him talk about his relationship woes for 10 minutes, and then he plays blues guitar for about 2 minutes. So I do 12-minute episodes of Marin.
It's like ASMR.
Yeah. I wish I played the blues. Can you really play the blues?
Oh, I've definitely played
Got
the
some
blues.
guitars here. Just plug in at the end and just...
You can just do the noise with your mouth.
I promised my dad I would never play blues again after he passed. So
What happened?
I really can't talk about it.
Pacts like that are serious.
For somebody that listens to Marin all the time, I don't think that's an appropriate fucking answer. Let's dig deep.
Oh, you're trying to get into like a Louis C.K. situation with me here, right? Is
Yeah.
that what's going on?
Yeah, we're your guys.
Marin,
Louis.
just the two of them.
Here's the thing I've been thinking about. Marin does that thing, hey, what the fuck are tears or whatever at the beginning. I wish I had a sign on for the show.
Hey, my beautiful laundrettes. Right?
My beautiful
and launderers.
laundrettes.
And launderers.
Launderers.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think you have a lot to work with. You also have all of the laundry product.
Well, the thing is, especially now with someone whose blood is the voice, the just raised around beautiful tones and authoritative voices and musical theater. I am now very self-conscious of the way I pronounce
Spinning out a little.
the way I pronounce the word laundry. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, or I've got too much of a New Jersey accent behind
Say it again.
Laundry.
Say it again.
Laundry.
Say it twice fast.
Laundry.
No, do that better.
Laundry.
No, that was worse.
But that's not
Yeah.
I said better.
laundry.
No, faster though.
Laundry.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, that's a little better.
He's dialing it. He definitely knows how to dial it in.
At least he's identified that there is a problem.
I don't think it's New Jersey based. It feels more confidence based to me.
Yeah.
Okay. That is the main criticism.
Confidence, is
I've
that
gotten.
near Patterson? You got a Confidence, New Jersey accent, kid.
I would love to be part of the discussion once again. I think you don't need to sit back like judges, or else maybe just won't have 2 guests on at once in the future. So what should I call the fans of the podcast?
I know what you shouldn't call them. Mm-hmm. Don't call them lights and darks.
Lights and
Don't
darks.
do that. You're going to run into all kinds of problems.
Some of them are good and some of them are bad, though.
Right. Well, here's the thing. I think the bad people who listen to your show, you don't need to give them their own category.
You can call them scrubs.
Scrubs is good.
But
I'm very smart.
it's the Scrubs is like for a hospital podcast.
Do you welcome people to the spin cycle ever when you're dealing with like news?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Hold for bumper. It's the spin cycle. I wasn't ready for the spin cycle, but the spin cycle is a lightning round. So we are going to do the first impromptu spin cycle. I'll start with you, Mayor. Okay, first
Daniel,
off,
what have you done?
what I want you to do is just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Traveling with clothes.
Nightmare.
Washing vintage clothes.
Carefully.
what dryer level?
Low. Delicate.
Low or delicate? Or both?
It's the same setting. You'll just see both names. The lowest one.
Okay, you
whatever
don't
it
need
is.
to tell me about laundry. Laundry secret.
Dish soap. Yeah, dish soap. Dish liquid.
I'm gonna pause this. Tell me more about this dish soap.
Oh, it's beautiful. This
What
is
do you
something
use
my
it
mother
on?
told me
Is
when I
this
was
for
a kid.
stains?
Bad ones.
Yeah.
Dish soap takes out blood. It takes out ink. It takes out, most importantly, the best thing it's for is oil. So if you're like me and you cook a lot and you get like oil all over your shit, or if you spill salad dressing or something that would like fuck up a white shirt and turn it yellow, never touch it with hot water, ever. Use cold water and a little bit of dish soap, but make sure it's like a scary kind and not like holistic free range dish soap that you get for $14 wherever. Like
It's like a Dawn.
the chemical stuff. Yeah, like Dawn. And it will take the oil out of stuff.
Ooh. That raises a question. Daniel, I hope you don't mind. We're going to spin. I'm just nervous because you guys are professionals.
I got to put some quarters in the dryer anyway. I actually brought laundry, so do you want me to go do that
hold,
while you two?
Hold on, because I'm literally introing your segment right now.
I have something else
Do
to
you
say
want me to go
about
do my
dish
laundry
soap.
now, though, before my segment
You were
or
supposed
during
to
my
put
segment?
it in before when I was getting the
I'll wait.
mics ready.
I'm going to wait, but if somebody's mad...
Okay.
Okay.
Can you wait for Meredith to finish her point and then wait for me to do the segment?
It's just another interesting fact that some people may benefit from learning, which is that you can also fade hair dye that you don't like faster by washing your hair.
I thought this was
with
about
dish
laundry.
soap.
I thought this was about laundry, though.
Well, it's about hygiene, I think. And while we're on the subject of soap, it's a fascinating tidbit. Someone could benefit from it. You could benefit from some tips about soap.
Are you saying that my hygiene is subpar?
No. Just, the thoughts of a person a foot away from you.
I really think we should talk about laundry.
Soap is laundry related.
That's what I thought. Thank you, Brad.
Okay, well, that's how you want to go with this. I might just go put my quarters in.
Well, before you do that, hold for bumper. What's your turge? You're about to go put some quarters in. What are you going to put in there?
Well, I am a person who's never had any money in their entire life. So I go with the one that is $1 when the Tide is usually like $2. So I'll get the cheap bargain basement brand. It's usually like Blast.
Okay.
Or Wow. It's a box that looks like it was designed in the 1940s and never updated. A lot of times you can go into a bodega in New York and find a box of that kind of laundry detergent that's been on the shelf for 35 years. That's what I go with always.
Okay. Well, everybody does laundry and not everybody's a laundry expert.
Wow.
I actually...
Some of us don't come with the same kind of laundry privilege that others do.
This is true. And I want to address that in a later episode. What I do is I actually travel with a old Nokia cell phone holder, and I got 3 Tide Pods shoved in there, so I'm ready at any point to just clean my clothes, because you never know.
How's that fly with TSA? Oh, no pun intended. Sorry.
With TSA, I'll make different plans.
Yeah.
I don't really go places, but you go places.
Occasionally.
You've gone on tour many times. So what's laundry like on the road?
That's a nightmarish question. Not necessarily, though, because I just don't wash my clothes. But I don't wash most of my clothes that often anyway. Like, doing laundry is like a once or twice a year thing with some of the pieces that I have, because they're very delicate, and I also don't care if I smell. So doing laundry on tour, I don't know, unless you're really, really screwed and you're willing, and you have a day where like your drive is short enough to accommodate spending several hours in one place, I always would feel like I kind of had to wait until we were like either in a hotel for 2 nights or staying with someone we know. But you get used to wearing the same clothes over and over again. And so some of my bandmates kind of devised a way to skirt that, which was just like having disgusting playing clothes that they would change into every night and then back into their clean clothes after they got back to the hotel.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, really gross.
I have a follow-up. Have you ever wanted to wear a shirt so much you washed it in a sink and then dried it, hanging out the van window on the way to the show.
No, I just wouldn't wash it.
Oh, right. Just
Yeah,
wearing it.
no, I'm totally okay with like.
Well, you mentioned salad dressing incidents before. I didn't know how often you were spilling salad dressing all over yourself.
I eat a lot of salad. I eat a lot. You can trust me on that.
Do you bring some dish detergent with you?
No.
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 So on the road, spills are going to happen, and that's just you're living with it.
It's rock.
That's rock and roll, man. Baby. Man, baby.
Well, as the host of a laundry podcast, forgive me if I'm not educated in the ways of rock and roll.
What laundry advice would you give to rock and rollers? What's the most rock and roll way to do your laundry?
Well, first, being here at the Sunshine is pretty as rock and roll as the laundromat gets. I mean, maybe like Memphis has like a cooler, like rock based laundromat where they've got like guitars on the wall or something. I feel like they would have that.
That feels Nashville-y to me too.
Nashville-y,
for
yeah.
sure, yeah.
If I got some advice, my main advice would be don't go straight to the hotel laundromat. Give yourself some time in between the driving. Stop at a local laundromat on the road. You won't get a chance to do this often. See the culture. See what their laundromats are like. You're going to see a lot of, I'm not going to call it dated, classic decor in laundromats, You might, it's like stepping into the past for some people.
They're usually in strip malls too, in like middle America, so it's always super fascinating. There'll be like a Video King and a pet store with like kittens with 5 toes.
Chinese food place with bulletproof glass.
Exactly, and it's just like the most amazing. There'll be like a church thrift. So you sit and do your laundry, and then the guys would bring skateboards and they'd skate in the plaza and like whatever.
That's
kind of funny.
Beautiful. It sounds like a Smashing Pumpkins video.
Yeah. I've been holding this. I've had another beautiful laundromat experience recently.
Ooh, dish.
It's so good. And I don't know why it didn't pop into my mind for a few minutes. But when I went to Los Angeles recently, another friend of mine from the East Coast happened to be in town at the same time. And the only window we could find in which to like see each other was this kind of late morning hour. And I like donuts a lot, and people recommended this donut place that was pretty much right between the 2 hotels where we were staying. So we met up, we went and got donuts, but it's like a walk-up place and there's nowhere to sit. But next door is this warehouse-sized laundromat. And it was Saturday morning, and it was really all glass on one side. It looked like maybe they had built a laundromat in what was an old car wash. And they had the Miss Pac-Man Galaga machine, which is the cornerstone of my being. And I've spent a lot of time in various laundromats over the years. I'll just be walking up the street, and I'll pass a laundromat, and if I see a Miss Pac-Man Galaga machine, I'll go in and just play. Because I can't get past level 3. I've been playing this game for 29 fucking years. I can't win. So I take my friend to the laundromat with the donuts, and we sit. There's like these booths right in the corner where the 2 windows meet, next to the Miss Pac-Man Galaga machine, and then rows and rows and rows of huge silver industrial washers and dryers. And this is someone who, at that time, was right about to put out an album that has since come out that's really incredible. And I was going to see him and his band play some of the new material like that night, but I actually got to talk to him about it first and like see how he was. And it was so great. And we ate these humongous fancy donuts in the laundromat together. And I have photos of it. That I took a photo of him eating a donut, making a terrible face, and he got revenge. He took one of me too, and I have both of them. He's like a very inspirational musician. So it was cool. Sage guidance from the smart people of the world in laundromats in Los Angeles on a rainy day with the like hyacinths or whatever they were in bloom. Great day. Remarkable laundromat.
That is so beautiful.
Boom.
And I wish when people come on the show and they say, "Why are you asking me about laundry?" I have a project coming up. I wish they could have experiences like that. And then they wouldn't be asking those stupid questions.
More people should go out and hang out in laundromats.
Yeah.
I'm getting choked up right now. Seriously.
Yeah.
Hey, Forever Dog listeners, it's Jonathan Braylock,
Draw Milligan,
and James III
from Black Men Can't Jump in Hollywood. This year, we have seen what staying silent can do. And right now, you have an unprecedented opportunity to speak up, cast your vote, and be heard.
It's never too early to register to vote, but it might be too late before you know it.
We want to help make it easy for you to register and have a plan for November 3rd or before if early voting is an option in your state so that your country can finally reflect your values.
Yes, go to foreverdogpodcast.com/vote to register. Check on your registration often. You should do it like every day to make sure and learn how to fill out your ballot.
I don't know about every day, but listen.
Every day.
All right, still register.
Good. Am I good? All right.
Gotta make sure people care.
All right, each state is different, so make sure you're following local rules and regulations. And remember, your voice, your vote. That's foreverdogpodcast.com/vote.
Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.
Yeah, but y'all better vote.
All right, go vote.
Sketch Podcasting Code is being downloaded into your podcast right now. If you want to learn more, go to a different podcast called Left Handed Radio.
Hey everyone, we're Mike,
Scott, and Jason from Podcast The Ride. On our podcast, we discuss the world of theme parks and themed entertainment,
animatronic bears,
fake rock work, the logistics of theme park parking garages.
So please check out and subscribe to Podcast The Ride only on the Forever Dog Podcast Network.
New episodes every Friday.
I didn't think that we would have a religious moment here.
Laundromats are interstitial spaces. They're public
I gotta
spaces.
say though, I
It's
wish
cool.
she'd done laundry in that story. If I'm gonna have one hang up with that story,
Did you need to do laundry?
No, it was a very short trip. And
so she doesn't vacation around laundry.
No, I don't plan ahead.
You and Trent Reznor sitting in the laundromat.
He's a friend of yours? Have you spoken with him about laundry?
Trent?
Yes.
No, that's
Trent.
who you were in the laundromat with.
Terrence Trent
Reznor.
Darby.
Same
Terrence
guy.
Trent Reznor?
Same guy, yeah.
Sign your name across my heart.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I want to fuck you like an animal. That's how that one goes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some would say he wrote that song to the rhythm of a washing machine.
Sonic Youth.
Yeah.
Washing machine.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, thinking about music now.
The laundry rock crossover is well documented, right?
I'd say the laundry music crossover is well documented because all walks of life got to clean their clothes at some point.
There's that Prince song. You know that one? I fucked you on the dryer.
I don't know that one.
It's good.
Can you
How
sing
does it
some
go?
of
Yeah.
it for us?
My voice is not good, and honestly, you know that I would be disrespecting him if I even tried to sing that.
That doesn't sound like I fucked you on the dryer.
This is the spoken intro to it.
Prince did this part too.
He was a little self-conscious. It's just sort of like the producer's like, all right, come on, whenever you're ready.
He actually said he wanted to only sing it to women in bed, to them directly. That's why he was like, I'm a little shy to do this on mic.
So wait, is this one of the unreleased ones?
It's going to be out next year.
Oh, wow. Well, I
The
don't know. Is it
Time's
gonna
on
be
it. The Time
Spotify?
Huh?
Is it going to be on Spotify?
Over his dead body, right? It's so awful that they put his music up on Spotify now. They're doing that to him. They're doing him dirty. He didn't want it there.
Hey, why don't you pay tribute and sing this song?
I saw someone pause it recently.
I
when
wanna
someone-
fuck you in the dryer.
It was a ballad.
He was trying out some new stuff. Didn't work out that well.
Well, I've got two bona fide music experts here.
Obviously.
And the laundromat is not only an inspiration to artists, but sometimes it is the tool of the artist. What I've done is I've pulled a number of songs that were created using the laundry, a washing machine, created using a washing machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for your critical assessment of these washing machine songs. Okay? So Ronnie, can you just play the first one?
saddle and you get down the bowl. Kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Louisiana Saturday night.
So that was Louisiana Saturday Night by his name is RM Videos.
Sorry.
I believe maybe RM Videos wasn't the original creator of this song, but so what do you think?
That sounded like a shoe in the dryer, right? That's what spinning pretty fast, the percussion track.
Mm-hmm.
Very, you know your stuff.
Thanks. I liked the percussion track. The vocals left something to be desired. They sounded like they were maybe recorded onto like a speak and spell that had like a record function on it, and then transferred over to VHS, and then over to audio tape, and then back over to MP3. So it didn't sound great, but there's a kernel of something there. Is the Saturday Night in the song the titular Saturday Night in a laundromat?
I will explain a little bit of that.
Could we have just cut straight to that?
Can I hear the next 4 minutes?
Instead of arguing for 30 seconds about the sound fidelity of a sneaker in the dryer?
Yeah, I will say in his defense, he had ran to the kitchen and started recording and made his way to the washing machine, which was in his home. And the audio picked up when he actually crossed.
Listen,
Were you there?
It's in the video. It's available online. It's called
RM Video, right?
It's RM Videos.
Videos.
Yeah. If you type in washing machine song.
Is that how you found this?
Yes.
Okay.
I think, look, I don't mean to be such a snob about the audio, but there's no mids there.
Okay.
Right?
Well, what setting did he put it on?
So if, let's say, Daniel Johnston were to walk in here, would you give the same criticism? R. Stevie Moore?
Daniel Johnston's a poet.
R. Stevie Moore needs a bath.
Okay. Fine. Can we go to the next song, please?
Dance track.
Yeah.
4 on the floor.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So this is a cover.
Vocals are tight. Is that the eruption solo he's playing there? Is that what that is?
This is a cover of AC/DC's Thunderstruck.
Right.
Hell yeah. Hell
Is
yeah.
he shooting a shotgun?
He's actually banging the side of the washing machine.
How many people is this?
This is one.
This is a one-man band.
Mm-hmm.
He's banging a washing machine.
Fucking fascinating.
Like Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins.
I love it. I feel like that's the third time I or someone around me has referenced Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins in the last, 4 days.
You know her laundry game was tight as hell.
I'm sorry, you're speaking over the vocals. So this song, if you want to see more, it's called "Sweet Child" / "Washing Some Clothes Now," featuring. Or no. I'm so sorry. This is obviously not that. This is Thunderstruck White Trash Washer cover by Aaron McAvoy, who actually has a whole YouTube channel filled with songs that are created with the washer dryer.
That's beautiful.
Thanks for cutting off my Mary Poppins story to intro the wrong song.
Please continue with the fucking Mary Poppins story.
She's got it. You know her laundry game was on lock.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I know. Your criticism game is on lock too.
Typical men, all you can think about is a woman's laundry game.
Here we go. Now we get to hear that this is about men.
The woman's character.
Now it's political.
Yeah, no, it's been political.
Okay.
Since the days of Dick Van Dyke, sir.
Tell me about Dick Van Dyke. I'm curious.
Well, we can talk about this because Daniel is great at talking about movies too, and you too, because you're such a wonderful actor. Now that it seems there's sort of a cross-cultural interest in musical theater, from people that like La La Land to people that like Hamilton. It's sort of like when Rent came out. People were really starting to think about musicals and like, the possibility of musicals as a modality. I want to see like independent musicals.
Like a Perfect Pussy.
No,
musical.
don't even say that. But that's fascinating
like
to me, the idea of like
jukebox
situational musicals with
that guy's the whole orchestra.
Yeah.
That guy is the whole orchestra in the Laundromat musical.
Okay.
I think it would be nice.
I'd like to get back to the part where you said that he was a great actor. You act? I thought this was your full-time gig.
I actually act.
I thought this laundry thing was... What's your ad situation like right now?
Hold on, are you telling me you really thought this is like a job?
He told me he has 4 advertisers. And
He's getting paid.
Yeah.
Well, in post, we add the ads in, so I don't know how many
They're-
sponsors this episode has in particular.
They're paying.
You were talking about Mary Poppins?
Yeah. Good laundry. That's a white napkin table in that house for sure.
Yeah.
Those things got to be starched. I would think to get a high-profile nanny position, laundry's like number 1.
Yeah. And that's, I don't know what the laundry situation was of that era. Probably a big bucket.
Surprised you don't know that.
A washing board.
A nanny doesn't do the laundry.
Who does the laundry?
They didn't have a house cleaner in that house.
No,
No.
She was just there. She was like the governess, nanny, housekeeper.
I
They
think she
did
did
have
it
a
all.
big staff, though.
Well, they had a chimney sweep. We know that.
We know the
Sure.
chimney sweep.
That's obviously essential. do
Maybe you
that
should start
first.
saying laundry the way that Dick Van Dyke said chimney. You could say laundry.
Laundry.
That would be unique.
Laundry. I put in my soap and I have a... well, let's play the next song.
I thought that was the next song. Kind of tribal rhythms.
I'm grooving. You two are just kind of sitting still.
I'm thinking like drum circle vibes here. This is cool.
Yeah. How many people do you think are playing this one
30?
washing machine? 30?
40?
40? How about
2.
just one 10-year-old boy?
That's cool.
It is... His name is... well, they don't actually say what his name is, I think, because he's young. But...
This is probably a crime. If he doesn't own the machine.
His father, I'm assuming, is Dan Carollo. And the Seattle area boy enjoys exploring the undiscovered percussive sounds of household appliances. He also owns a Pearl drum kit, as well as a Pearl... he's been taking lessons for over a year, but is mainly self-taught and is in general percussion. His main inspirations are Buddy Rich and Neil Peart.
That kid's gonna end up playing in Tom Waits' band someday, banging on hubcaps and all kinds of stuff.
He'll be in the junkyard.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He'll get
Trash
the call.
can fire
yeah.
on stage, just hitting it up with the sticks.
Cats.
What are your thoughts?
What did you think of that?
Be free, 10-year-old. Have fun.
Yeah,
Play the drums. The world, and everybody's always looking for a fucking drummer. Live your life, kid. Good for you.
Yeah, he's got a future for sure.
Certainly.
The best one yet.
Or is there like an in-kid band right now? There's always one every couple years.
I don't know about an in-kid band, but there's a 13-year-old virtuoso piano player named Joey Alexander who is absolutely fucking mind-blowing. And
Joey, we'd love to have you on the show.
Joey Alexander is absolutely brilliant. And I saw him. He happened to pass me at an event that I was at, and I ran up to him like such a fan. Like, I love you. And he had copies of his CD because of the kind of event, and he signed it for me. So I have his like little signature. It says "Love Joey."
That's really great.
It's really, really great. So he's like 12 or 13, I think. Virtuoso, classical jazz pianist, just the most talented kid you've ever seen. I would say Joey Alexander is the coolest, for sure.
That anecdote reminds me of the Nardwuar clip in which Nardwuar hands a copy of your record to DJ Khaled.
My man.
Have you met DJ Khaled now that you are an MTV correspondent?
No, actually the same day I saw Joey Alexander, he rolled past us. We were doing a big press event. And we were like, DJ Khaled, MTV News, like, trying to get him to say hi to us. He had just shot a big thing, something to do with MTV like a week before. And he was like, I love you guys, but he had to keep walking. It was just like a very insane event with lots of people and fancy people going everywhere. So everything went very fast.
So Khaled was there, so I assume this is like a MTV Awards type thing, something like that?
No, it was the Grammys.
Oh, that's a good one.
It was fun. He seems really nice. I really want to talk to him. I really will never tell him that I'm the person behind that record because I want his respect.
It's worth noting that
he throws it across the room.
Yeah, I think the thing was that he likes pussy,
something like that,
and that,
but he doesn't like certain aspects of it, I think.
And then he gave him a copy of your record, which had been pressed with period blood.
Mm-hmm.
And he
specifically mine, not
yes.
like any iteration of period blood, like my own.
I don't think he was taking offense to your specific period blood.
Oh, just for the listeners, for those playing along at home,
mm-hmm.
It's not a free range like farm sourced period blood. It's like mine. Yeah.
Although, what would that farm be like? Let's play the next song.
How many of these are there? If you make me do like 10 of these, I'll murder you.
Over 10.
Over.
Oh, good.
I like this one because it's really just the pure. It's simple. It's minimalist.
Was this recorded by accident?
No. Everybody was really having a great time, clearly listening to the washing machine.
So were there a lot of people in that video?
Just 2.
Just 2.
Also 10? Or adults?
Or 2 5-year-olds that are 10.
That would
if
be
you
the
add,
equivalent.
Yeah.
It
metric.
was an adult, I believe 2 adults, and it was called the video. If you want to check out the full song, it's called Techno Wash Machine, Lavatrice Techno.
Can I mention something?
Mm-hmm.
Laundry related. I'm not going to go off on some weird tangent here. These seem to be very washer focused in general. Are we into the drying phase yet?
Unfortunately, there's not too many dryer songs.
I think the dryer is way better. I love the dryer. Mm-hmm. You get a blanket right out of the dryer, a sweater right out of the dryer, put that thing on.
But also sonically, I mean, I guess it depends because I think it's not really necessarily the difference between the washer and the dryer so much as it is the difference between the sound of a top-loading machine and a front-loading machine.
The dryer feels like a bass drum to me almost.
How many front-loading washers do you ever see?
True.
That's not a thing.
Top
I'm
loaders.
stupid. That would just fly. Oh, I guess at the laundromat, though. The big industrial.
They have the big door ones.
Yeah,
and if you have a weird little one in your house, sometimes they're doors. The ones that are like the size of a microwave.
The ones that elves come out of.
Yeah, exactly.
I like those.
Yeah. In Japan, when I was there, you wash your clothes in a tiny little washer, and then no one has a dryer, and you just leave everything outside to dry. I assume you're anti-hang drying in general, right?
Anti-Japanese. Now, our next segment is Give It a Spin.
Great timing.
Is this more songs?
Yeah. So if you don't love the laundry songs, which it sounded like you were very critical of, what are you spinning now? This is just a regular
you just
question.
Want to know what we're listening to.
Yeah.
What's on the Crosley?
What's on my laundry? Crosley. I can't believe I took that as far as it went. I love the new Show Me the Body record.
Okay.
That's the best record I've heard in so long. And it makes me feel scary inside my heart. And everyone should listen to it. It's brilliant.
Now, this might not be for everybody in the laundromat if you've got the Crosley.
It's for everyone.
It's for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything is for everyone.
All right.
We're free.
How about you, Daniel?
I listen to the same 4 songs on repeat all the time.
Let's hear them. Number 1.
Passion Fruit by Drake. Good Drank by Gucci Mane. And who else is on that one? Quavo is on that song. And then I also like Bounce Back by Big Sean a lot. And then I like a song called Congratulations by Post Malone. That's my favorite song right now.
That's great.
Yeah. Done.
Cool.
I made a playlist of 4 songs, and I have not taken it off my phone or listened to any other songs than that for about a
I have
month.
one that's like 7 songs that I just listen to on loop trying to get to work in the morning.
So if you go to the Podcast for Laundry Spotify page, you'll be able to listen to all those songs. Not the aforementioned Prince song.
Not yet.
But
Is there washing machine music on Spotify?
I don't
Or
know.
did you just look at YouTube?
This was on YouTube, but I got Spotify running right here.
We should know.
Cool computer.
Everything there is
Yeah.
to know.
Let's see. We've got
It's like a hammer
It's
in a
nightmare
washer.
music.
Okay, the water's draining out. This is like in the washing machine.
I'm entirely here for this, whatever it is.
this is Baby Sounds from the album Sweet Dreams, Soothing Sounds for Babies.
And do you know why this is on here? Because a lot of babies need to be put on the dryer to fall asleep. I'm not being funny.
I'm just so stunned that I'm like absolutely so impressed and enamored with this sound that it's designed to soothe babies.
Babies like the laundry room. They
Oh,
like
yeah.
the repetitive sound, like
My
driving.
parents used to have to
Yeah.
put the vacuum cleaner on.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my laundry fandom, I've never really looked at the Spotify selections, but we've got a washing machine.
Well,
of
everyone's
course,
a
by-
beginner sometime.
Well, this is new, so yes, I am a beginner. We've got Washing Machine by Sonic Youth, Washing Machine by Flipset Fred, UK Washing Machine by Kurt Braunohler, whose name I mispronounced just now.
Braunohler.
Braunohler.
Braun?
I was just excited.
Braun?
Braunohler.
Oler.
They
Braunohler.
can't hear your hand, Daniel.
That's for him. That's
I see
drawing
it.
the
He's not
words
looking.
out.
He doesn't care.
This is the king of peripheral vision right here. He sees everything.
Test me. Throw something at my face.
How many fingers do I have up?
5.
Correct.
Who's the professional now? So any parting words, any last laundry tips? Daniel, we didn't hear any laundry tips for you.
I'm going to tell you one big laundry secret. You don't have to separate your lights and darks. That's total fallacy. Just throw it all in.
Controversial topic,
I've been doing it for years.
but I'll allow it. Meredith, any parting words?
About laundry or about...
If you have something to say about anything, feel free to say it. But yes, about laundry.
You should not put your tights in the dryer. That's something that took me a long time to learn. I just thought it was very efficient, but they will dry very quickly if you just throw them over the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. Your tights will last longer.
I know that from my professional wrestling career.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that there is a famous laundry-based stand-up comedy bit?
Is it by Kurt Braunohler?
It's by John Mayer. Do you remember when he was a stand-up comedian for a while?
I do remember that.
I once watched a clip of him.
Wait, what?
He was a stand-up comedian for a while. He would perform with like Dave Chappelle at secret drop-ins and stuff like that because they're good friends. And he was trying to be a stand-up, and he had a joke about how the only reason he washed his T-shirts and his jeans was so they would fit again. And that's a relatable sentiment, but not a good joke.
What?
I like clean jokes. I think
What?
it's funny. Maybe
What
I just
the
like the way
fuck?
you tell it.
I just Googled John Mayer laundry. Here are the results. Video 1, John Mayer demonstrates hand washing, 3/2016. Number 2, how to hand wash like a rock star. Is there anything John Mayer can't do? Number 3, the Out West launch party with John Mayer. John Mayer and the Mankini, Mayercraft Carrier 2 promo. John Mayer just doing his laundry. John Mayer's beauty tutorial.
These are not laundry anymore yet.
How John Mayer washes his clothes by Tennyson Posts. John Mayer is a laundry fanatic.
Oh my God. Your new nemesis.
No, my new best friend, John Mayer.
Precisely.
I've assumed at this point you've discovered the podcast. I will forgive nothing. I've got nothing to forgive. Would you please come on the show?
He's active on social media. We could make this happen probably.
Yeah.
I think he'd probably have a great time talking to you.
Which one of you has the bigger social media following? Meredith?
I don't know John Mayer, though.
But you can tweet at John Mayer.
Oh, I don't know if I could tweet at John Mayer.
He'll see that you work for Viacom, and I think he'll have an onus to respond because they helped build his career.
But that's disingenuous.
I'll type out the tweet
I
for you.
need to know that John Mayer sees me for who I am and like wants to reach out. But this is a film, you understand, where I do get through to him in some bizarre way, or we have a chance meeting somewhere in the Lower East Side, possibly at a laundromat.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Spin City in Lower East Side.
And I get him on this show, and then it becomes like an action caper, a road movie.
Okay. So if you are to encounter John Mayer, which is not implausible with your job, will you ask him to do the podcast for laundry?
Absolutely.
And then join us?
Absolutely. 100%. If I ever meet John Mayer, it's the first thing I'll ask him. How about that?
Daniel, you can
If I remember.
No, thanks.
Do you want to end this show with a John Mayer sing-along?
No.
Which song do you want to sing?
Can I tell you something? He actually has one very good song.
No, I want you to sing whatever. No, don't play any music. I'll leave.
Okay.
You have to sing a John Mayer song from memory.
I don't know any from memory.
Oh, better get singing.
Well, feel free to join in with me.
I'm out.
Welcome to the real world, she said to me condescendingly. Take a seat, take your life, blot it out in black and white. Well, I never lived the dreams of the prom queens and the drama queens. I'd like to think the best of me is still hiding up my sleeve. Hit it, Meredith. Then to tell you, stay inside the lines. Yeah, Daniel, come on.
It was so good.
Something's better on the other side. I want to run through the halls of my high school. I want to scream at the top of my lungs. I just found out there's no such thing as the real world. Just a lie you gotta rise above.
You're not going to.
So good girls and boys think a so-called right track. Faded white hats, credit sound, maybe transfers. They read all the books, but they can't find the answers. And all of our parents, they're getting older. I wonder if they wish for anything better while in their memories, tiny tragedies. They love to tell you, stay inside the lines. Something's better on the other side. I want to run through the halls at my high school. I want to scream at the top of my lungs. I just found out there's no such thing as a real world. It's a lie you gotta rise above.
Meredith, you're going to do the bridge?
I am invincible. 4 times.
I am invincible. You sound great. No, Meredith, that sounded good.
Is this a contractual thing that you can't?
That's good, Meredith.
Like Warner or something says you can't.
It's good.
I am invincible as long as I'm alive. I want to run through the halls of my high school. I want to scream at the top of my lungs. I just found out there's no such thing as a real world. Just a lie you gotta rise above. Can't wait till my 10-year reunion. I'm gonna bust down the double doors. When I stand on these tables before you, you'll know what all this time was for. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Forever Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm. For more podcasts, please visit foreverdogproductions.com.
Your podcasting feed was just hacked by Left-Handed Radio. Left-Handed Radio.
Left-handed radio.